It's simply unbelievable. In order to provide affordable expansion bolts for the people of Pakistan, this humble small factory in Pakistan uses locally sourced high-quality steel bars to produce cost-effective expansion bolts. The steel bars that have already been drawn are the raw materials for making the expansion bolts. Workers place the steel bars into the punching machine, where the punch and the stopper on the platform quickly cut the steel bars to the required length, ensuring that the overall dimensions of the bolt meet production requirements. Next, the cut steel bars are moved to the stamping station, where workers place them into the stamping machine. Using special stamping molds, one end of the steel bar is stamped into a conical shape forming the bolt's blank. This is done to allow the bolt to easily compress the casing when tightened, ensuring that the entire bolt firmly locks into the installation hole. Since it's going to be made into a bolt, threads need to be formed. The worker places the bolt blanks into a threading machine, where the thread cutter quickly cuts standard threads into the surface of the blanks. This process involves placing the blank into the feed slot, and the handle will push it into the reciprocating cutter, efficiently creating the standard threads. Meanwhile, another worker is making the casing for the expansion bolt. These new iron pipes are placed into the pipe cutting machine, and with the help of a stopper, the pipes are cut into the required standard lengths for the casings. This cutting method not only ensures production efficiency, but also prevents noticeable burrs from forming on the cut surfaces. Next, the casings are sent to the slotting station. Here, workers place the casing into a fixed hole, then make a longitudinal groove to a certain depth, allowing the casing to expand smoothly when the bolt head is tightened, thus enabling the casing to securely fix the bolt in place. Once the casing is complete, the bolt then undergoes surface treatment. The worker first places it into an acidic solution, using the acid wash to quickly remove rust and oil from the bolt's surface. Next, the bolt is placed in a drum machine, where the bolts continuously rub against each other, thoroughly cleaning the surface. Afterward, the bolt is placed in an electroplating tank, where a uniform layer of zinc is electroplated onto the surface. This greatly enhances the bolt's corrosion resistance and service life, while also improving its overall appearance. Once the zinc plating is complete, the bolt is placed in a passivation solution for passivation treatment, forming a protective passivation film on the surface, further improving the bolt's corrosion resistance. Next, the bolt is carefully cleaned, then placed into a homemade spin dryer, where centrifugal force quickly removes any remaining water. Following that, a spray gun is used to bake the bolt, speeding up the evaporation of surface moisture. Other components undergo the same surface treatment process. Then the bolt is assembled with the casing spring washers, flat washers and nuts. Finally, it's ready for packaging. To build its own brand, the entire packaging is designed to be high-end. Now that you've seen the whole process, what do you think about the quality of these expansion bolts produced this way?